Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Crowell, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On play action, Kaiser. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Kaiser to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, and now he bowls him over. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw is Kaiser. And incomplete to open things up. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
second down. Here's Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Going underneath for Crowell. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 52 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Andy Dalton. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And Dalton to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. Oh, he slipped right. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kaiser now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Let's go. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression. I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Kaiser. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Dalton with a give here to mix him. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Dalton throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry now for Crowell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Kaiser from the gun on third. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down to the 32. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. They'll go with a big back, Crowell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. This is Crowell on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go play action. Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Kaiser now on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part. of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Third down. A shot here for Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And some space here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And he motions the wide receiver. Kaiser now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cole. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. Play action now. Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Kaiser yet again. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon from 19 yards away. And the Browns are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now they run with Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Again, it's Mixon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Dalton escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Kaiser. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, Kaiser. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run here with Mixon. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. It's second down. Dalton looking. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Kaiser to throw it, completing it to the right side. Johnson. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Let's go! Ohio! Let's round!
Here's Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell in the final minute, and the Browns have moved out in front.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, There's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bengals getting set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flushed in, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Browns, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.